All right, and we are live. Here we go. Got some awesome things in store for you guys. Got a little bit of news for you for today. That's what you guys like. It's the reason you guys come to this channel. It is for all the things news in cryptocurrency blockchain. I am your host, the King of Do. It's good to be here. It feels so good to be here. It's been an unbelievably whirlwind the last 2 months of my life. Gone through some crazy personal changes. It has been quite the treat. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get everyone in here. We're going to get going right away. Today we're going to be going over a little bit of news. Going to go over the markets a little bit. Talk about things that have been on my mind, things I've been looking at. All the things that you love about this channel we're going to do, and I have a special surprise, special announcement, something you've all been asking for so long. And now it's going to be here. So hold on tight, guys. Let's get right to it. All right. It is good to be back. We got everyone coming in now. It's kind of quirky. YouTube's actually lagging quite a bit here on how many people are actually in the chat. We got the Harvard Yard in the house. It's funny, I was actually talking about you guys today. It's pretty funny. Someone asking about my channel, talking about who my audience is, and I was like, you know, I got these guys at Harvard. They're my heroes. I hope I get to meet you all someday. But hey, this is just as good as meeting. This is why I created the channel. Connect with you guys, connect with each other, learn about cryptocurrency, technology, blockchain solutions. And I'm here to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you hard. I'm going to bring it to you fast. All right? We got Dennis Turk in the house. Long-term subscriber there. Been around a while. Good to have you back. Got some new faces here. I don't even know if I can pronounce this name. Aran. Good to have you. Hello. Got some new people. Now let's get to it. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I kind of screwed around with my mic. Got a better setup now. I think it's going to be better for the voice quality. It's going to kind of free up my hands so I can get a little crazy with you guys. And just kind of free up the space down below me as well. I can kind of stretch, kind of get up and breathe a little bit. It's going to be good for you guys. We're going to get right into it though. Oh, India. We got some Indian people. You know, it's fascinating, guys. Over half the audience here is not from the United States. So this is quite the international flair. I really believe this channel brings out some of the best, some of the smartest, the brightest people around the entire planet. And I'm really privileged to actually have you guys with me learning about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. So let's get right to it. All right, the first thing I kind of wanted to go over real quick is a lot of you guys use Cryptopia. I just saw this on Reddit today, kind of shoot to the top. Just wanted to make you guys aware. I always have to do my part to make sure people are safe. But Cryptopia, excuse me, Cryptopia has been having some serious problems with withdrawing. Now, I've actually seen multiple reoccurring instances of this more often than not, just over about the last week or so. So I'm getting a little uncomfortable about it. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and get your personal cryptocurrencies off of Cryptopia as soon as you can. Get it somewhere where you feel a little bit more safe. Things just kind of don't seem right at the moment. Now, Cryptopia serves a great purpose in the community. I still encourage people to use it if you got to get a hold of some of these hard altcoins. In fact, down below in my description, it's one of the exchanges I recommend because it's so hard to get some of these crazy altcoins. Now, we have some new breakthroughs coming out in decentralized exchanges offering some of these hard to find altcoins. CryptoBridge is a great exchange to check out. They don't have everything. They're pretty new. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. All right. Kind of exciting here in America. Wyoming is a state, if you haven't heard of it before. I have no idea why anyone in their right mind would ever live there, go there. However, maybe you'll go there if you're trying to get some tax incentives for your blockchain when you decide to cash out, or maybe you're starting a business all around cryptocurrency and buying and selling it. Now, basically, they're looking at doing no crypto tax, which is pretty cool. It would be quite the precedent they would make around the world. It would definitely drawing a lot of interest internationally. People that are very serious about it. You know, we've got people out there who are millionaires and billionaires doing some big time investing. They might encourage their employees to go ahead and set up shop here. You know, this state would be desperate for people in general. They got more buffalo and cows than they do people. They sure wouldn't mind having some people with some actual money running around and spending that money on their local economy. So definitely an interesting tax incentive going on in Wyoming. Now, I've never been to Wyoming, nor do I plan to. I have absolutely no reason to, but I may have to retire there now. If they have a no capital gains tax or some type of incentive for trading and things like that, it's going to be extremely interesting to a lot of people to set up camp there. So maybe some of you are looking for some roommates. I don't think my wife will go with me, so I'd be alone on that one. So I'm going to need some help from you guys to find a place to stay. Maybe we can share something and live there together. All right. All right. Got some more people coming in. What's up, dude? No miners in the background. My miners are actually in a remote location. I got some pictures and things like that. I don't have them over on this machine at the moment. I have them on my phone. And I have a few miners here strictly for the purposes of doing mining videos and things like that. I do have the first mining video up. I can say this. I did a whole entire day of recording, and 1/3 of it was a complete waste of time. I had some serious camera issues. Learned some really hard lessons when you try to do new things with technologies and new setups. You know, you want to be as optimized as you can. You want to do high quality. You have expectations of yourself. A lot of the footage didn't meet my expectations, which is fine because taking a second shot at some of that's really important for those getting into it, especially when I'm teaching people how to get into cryptocurrency mining, which it seems like it's at an all-time high. I have people coming out of the woodworks, calling me, texting me, people I don't even know, but they know my family members. For some reason, the King of Do is some kind of guru with mining all of a sudden, which is kind of weird because I'm not really there yet. I definitely know a lot. I've built a lot of machines. I've put my hands on I can say with confidence hundreds of GPUs at this point, whether I'm building my own or helping others build theirs now. So that gives you the idea of how many homemade GPU machines I have built. So I do know quite a bit. I am absolutely dangerous, but I'm not ultra dangerous. I have a friend that helps me mine. We mine together. We would do a lot of these things together. Together, we are extremely dangerous. And that's the #1 piece of advice I give everyone getting into mining. If you're going in alone, you're alone. You are in so much trouble. Find somebody that can be that second brain, because you guys are going to run into similar problems, different problems, and you guys will learn from each other and expedite the process. You both will get a quicker return on your investment. Most people don't calculate the return on investment properly because they think they flip on a machine and make money. Not how it works. All right. So let's see. Moving on here. The White House official came out today and talked a little bit about regulation. And this was a fascinating article I read today, and I really enjoyed it. Essentially, government's basically saying, you know, we want to be very careful, take our time, and really understand what we should and shouldn't do in regards to Bitcoin. And into cryptocurrencies in general, the stance is right now is that there's a lot of potential. We all know that there's unbelievable amounts of potential in the technology, right? Let's leave currency out of it for a moment, talk about smart contracts and things like that. When you start looking at what you can actually do in business cases, undoubtedly, without a doubt, the adoption rate of this technology will be quite high, as the cost savings and time savings are going to be extremely lucrative. You know, the people who are going to hop on this stuff first are going to reap the benefits, and economics will essentially take over, and it's going to happen. It is happening, already happening. We know this. Now, in regards to currency, that's a different story. I understand the hesitation. Now the article brought up a really fascinating thing that I think a lot of times we get missed when we talk about currency in regards to cryptocurrency, is that because it's immutable and it can't be changed, we actually remove the ability for the government to step in and intercede in a situation where money's stolen. They can't reverse a transaction, essentially, if that makes sense. So that was an interesting point that I haven't ever heard before. And I started thinking to myself, well, there's probably some solutions to that. We have some smart chain technologies out there that essentially have a governance system with voting and things like that. Makes you wonder if someday we're voting our officials in, and those officials are empowered to maybe change the blockchain with a certain number of votes. Of course, if those people start making really bad decisions and we don't agree with it as the public, we can push those people out of office. Every transaction, every decision would be on a ledger. There's nothing hidden. You know, those type of things could be reality. It seems a little too futuristic for today, but I can tell you that there's definitely some governments out there around the world that are looking at setting up their entire ecosystem, not just their currency, but their entire government on a blockchain for those purposes, because there is such a huge lack of trust. So I found this article pretty good, some interesting quotes here. I think we're still absolutely studying and understanding what the good ideas and bad ideas in that space are, so I don't think government regulation is close. So that's good news for people worried about regulation. Maybe you got some time on your hands, so that's good to go. But here they are worried because there are benefits to Bitcoin, but of course digital cash and digital currencies have a problem in regards to the criminal acts that take place. You can't unwind the clock and things like that. So that was a good point as far as when there is criminal activity, you can't reverse the transactions. It's gone. It's over. If you've been robbed, it's over. You know, if you send your currency to the wrong address, that's on you. You made a poor decision, and we still have to overcome that somehow, you know, before this stuff becomes a currency. I truly believe adoption on the blockchain smart contract side of things is going to gain exponential adoption much faster, because the probability of essentially screwing up and sending someone money on accident is just too common. You know, even if you have Cash App or Venmo, you've probably sent someone money before on accident, and they can quickly send it back, things like that. And that's usually between you and a friend, and I know that there's some pretty awesome apps coming out that will take care of those situations. You know, we've got things like SmartCash that are associating to usernames very similar to a Venmo. We also have the Pillar platform, where Pillar is doing the same thing. I hope you guys saw the Pillar wallet. I think the Pillar wallet demo is one of the most exciting things to take a look at, but you need to watch it from beginning to end, especially if you're an investor. Make sure that you watch it from beginning to end. There are elements of the recent wallet demo for Pillar that you're not getting the full picture unless you watch the whole thing. Make sure you take a good look at the entire thing. I think it's fantastic what the Pillar project's doing. I think that if they're successful, it could be the platform that you tell all your friends to download. It will become king in the way that PayPal was once king for moving money around back in the day. It was the platform to send money and move money. Apologize for the noise. I can see Pillar doing that for sure. So it's really exciting what's going on there. Okay. This was really fascinating. Last week there was a Reddit post, and I hope some of you got a chance to read it, but essentially someone that was once paid to shill coins came public. Essentially, he made a bunch of money shilling coins. He essentially spent all his money on drugs, ruined his life, is in rehab, and part of his rehab process, he's coming clean with a lot of what he's been working on. And so this comes out shortly afterwards, and I found this really fascinating, that essentially the government is putting up bounties, anything above $1 million. If you actually know someone, if you actually can give them a lead to crack down and put some people in jail for pumping and dumping, you will get 10 to 30% of basically the monetary award, which is pretty crazy. So it says here, if you have original information that leads to a successful enforcement action that leads to monetary sanctions of $1 million or more, you can be eligible for a monetary award of 10 to 30%. And the website is whistleblower.gov. So I hope you guys don't know anyone that does that. I'm surprised I still haven't been approached with anyone asking me to talk about their coin in particular. I have people ask me to read their white papers on a professional level. I've had that once or twice, where people, want me to read their white paper, give them advice on more of the language in regards to the way that they're doing the marketing and things like that, and just my overall opinion from somebody that just reads white papers when they get bored. So, and I don't charge for that today. I don't think I will. I don't plan on it. Just something I do. So if you're out there and you know someone looking to have something reviewed, feel free to reach out to me. It's just fun for me. I enjoy that. Give you honest feedback. I'm always going to give you honest feedback. So we're going to take a quick look at the market. You guys like talking about the markets, and what I wanted to look at first today was here we've got the actual capitalization. We hit a very, very important mark, the $500 billion mark again. So we're heading on the way back up. You guys, of course, pay attention to this every day because I'm sure all of you are refreshing your Blockfolio apps more than is healthy for you. Let's be real. And this is pretty exciting, guys. I know that some people may argue that this is actually, right here, this is the actual first wave. This entire run-up is the very first wave of essentially what would be a 5-step Elliott wave. And if you understand how that stuff works, then we're talking about going to trillions and trillions of dollars in this space. I know a lot of people are here watching this channel because you believe in that. You believe that's where it's headed, and you want to be a part of that. We're just individuals, you and me, in this history, right? This is history being made. Mankind is evolving, and we're a part of this bigger story that's happening, right? There is such a big story that's happening. You can feel it, you can see it. If you're paying attention, it's happening around you, and it's coming across everywhere in your life through technology, through what you're seeing on TV and the news. It's an unbelievable time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Guys, in our lifetime, we could see a revolution that is worldwide, that the way we live today will never be the same. Now, that doesn't mean it's for the better. We can't say for certain that it's all going to be like smooth, easy. We're all, frolicking through fields together, holding hands. It could be extremely difficult. It could be extremely painful. And, but what a time to still be alive. Through the most painful of times throughout history is where some of the greatest moments and the greatest changes and the best decisions are made that end up making the entire world better. And so we are just individuals. We are a part of the story. We aren't the characters in the story, right? We are just individuals that get to experience the story as if we're a part of it, and that's a really exciting thing, and I love that I get to experience it with you guys. So I'm just going to jump over here and see what people are saying. I got to do some admin work there. Looks like some people using some inappropriate language, but that's all right. All right. So got some new people. I want to say hi to Sir Charles Edward Cheese. Welcome to the party. Thank you so much. While we're going and taking a quick break, make sure everyone you hit like. It really helps a lot people to find it, especially during live streams, because those get pushed up rather quickly to the top. If you guys hit it, we'll get a lot more people in here, and we want more people that are like you and me, that are serious about the space and the technology. We're not here to create a bunch of fake hype about a bunch of fake coins. We're here to do hard, good research on coins, understand the markets, understand where the technology is headed, understand how it's going to change your life, change my life, and change the world around us, so that we can become better people at the end of the day through this evolution of technology. So, awesome. So love that you guys are liking it. See that? Thank you so much. Means the world to me. That's better than anything. And really enjoy when you guys do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin real quick. I want to touch base with you guys on this because hallelujah, we just did it. We just did it. I was looking right before and I was hoping I could show it live, but we just broke through. So I'm not sure how many of you guys do charting, how many of you guys really dig in on this stuff. I really enjoy it personally, getting in deep into the charting. I've been learning a lot about charting. It's unbelievably fascinating how accurate it can be, how good you can get at predicting potential outcomes. Everything, of course, you never know for certain, but having that percentage chance of happening, you can actually get it to be quite high. And there's a lot of factual studies online that actually say that, when these certain things happen, the percentage chance of this happening is as high as 60-70%. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that, there's this chance of it happening. So anyhow, charting Bitcoin, 11,500, guys, was a very, very critical number. And let me see. Right here, we just broke through 11,563. We went up and we actually tested it just a couple hours ago. And I was like, oh man, we tested it. We were just a couple dollars short. Couldn't break through, but it looks like we just busted through. This is huge. This is like the final and last confirmation that the market is changing direction, turning the corner, and everything looks good from here right now. At least we stabilized. Granted, we could of course go back down and bounce around, but I think that the support is there based on the technicals. The demand is there. You have the markets finally opening up, right? We have all these exchanges that have been blocking people from being able to buy more. You have even credit card companies and banks saying you can't buy anymore. So they're doing everything that they can to stop. And guess what's happening? We're still going. So it's really exciting. That 11.5 mark was a huge mark. And I honestly did not think we hit it. Next stop is going to be 13,000, according to the technicals. And do not invest based on that. Please do not. Disclaimers and all those things. I love you guys. Only spend and invest what you're willing to lose, because so many people lose it because of, sometimes they just send it to the wrong address. Okay. Moving on a little bit here. I want to take a look at everything else. How is the rest of the market responding now? We don't want to look at USD. We want to see Bitcoin. So here you can see that the Bitcoin move today is devastating everything else. Once again, Bitcoin is taking back its dominance. I was telling a friend about a week ago, I expect Bitcoin to come back and take back its dominance because of a few critical reasons. One is that they just had the big Bitcoin conference, right? And basically nothing but good news coming out of there. We've got Lightning Network nodes coming online. SegWit's getting adopted by basically everyone, it sounds like. I'm sure I'm being a little too broad with that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that aren't, but you got Coinbase adopting SegWit and things like that. So all the challenges that we experienced in the last run-up with Bitcoin, I don't expect in the next one. I expect that we'll have everything kind of sorted out and the fees will be reasonable. Bitcoin will continue to be fast. It'll continue to be a store of value within this space. It'll continue to be what we peg everything to when we do our investing and our trading. And so it's critically important that Bitcoin's health stays the way it is. Now, Bitcoin is not likely to forever be the king. However, it is more trustworthy and immutable than any other currency on the face of the planet, and has a longer history of doing so than anything else on the planet. So technically, it's the safest thing that you can own and know that you actually own it without any, history of challenges or concerns that it's not real. So, and there's a lot of people who support it and adopt it, obviously by the price. So there's a lot of things still going for Bitcoin, no matter what your opinion is of which currency will win at the end of the day. No matter what, there has to be some type of oil in no matter what economy you're talking about, where money is facilitating the transactions. Money has to flow in essence. And Bitcoin has always been and continues to be the way that things flow in this space. And I don't expect that to change anytime soon. I expect to see all-time highs for Bitcoin this year like people haven't seen before. So for those of you that bought the dip, for those of you that have been hodling, buckle up, because I see the Bitcoin going much, much higher this year. I do have some predictions on that. I won't go too deep in that because I do that on other videos typically. Ethereum getting wrecked. Ripple getting wrecked. All the top boys getting wrecked except Litecoin. Not surprising. A lot of good news in Litecoin right now in the news. Things are just going really, really well for Litecoin. Litecoin is going to have smart contract technology deployed on it this year. They're going to start having ICOs this year. There's going to be a lot of reasons people start buying Litecoin. Some of these ICOs are going to be huge winners, right? We got Charlie Lee, who is essentially making his first ICO on Litecoin, and it's going to be ridiculous. I promise you it's going to be hard to get your money in on that, and there's going to be people that will just throw money at it. Very likely to be successful with his connections and the people he knows. Of course, Cardano's getting wrecked, not surprised there. Neo is not. Neo, again, is, if you watched my New Year's Eve video of what I recommend this year, Neo is definitely on it. It is without a doubt the safest thing I could tell someone to invest in right now out of all of these. I truly believe that Neo could surpass Ethereum, even if it's just for a moment. I know that's a lot for some of you guys. You have trouble wrapping your brain around it. Looking at that right now, if you're looking at the total market cap, you're looking at getting a 10x return, but that's only at today's prices of Ethereum. Very real, very real potential for Neo. I really expect Neo over the course of the next 2 years to see anywhere from 10 to 20 to 50. You heard it here, 50 return. And a lot of that has to do with the support that it's getting on the other side of the planet from where I am. I think that's critical. If you guys look at Ethereum and the history of Ethereum, I've been there since before the DAO hack, so I've got to kind of experience a lot of this, different phases of the Ethereum life cycle. You see Neo going through those phases, and you see it moving through it much faster. But at the same time, it's being built out in a part of the world where people actually get this stuff, right? And there's a lot more adoption. And you even have governments looking at ways of ensuring that ICOs can be done on Neo and actually supporting that. So Neo, to me, because of the government support that it has already and its placement, I think that it has a unique opportunity to kind of be the blockchain of the East, I guess you could say, whereas Ethereum may be the West. So I have high hopes for Neo. And it's really exciting. I really love using it when I get to use it. It's crazy fast. It's only getting faster as well. It's actually going to get faster than it already is. If you like it now, just hold on to your rears. So if you guys, I don't have to go too deep into these. Ethereum Classic is up 15%. That's getting adopted quite a bit over in Korea right now. And that's kind of going through a traditional market cycle right now. So don't get too crazy into buying it right now as it kind of makes a run. It does have quite a bit of potential to go higher, but Ethereum Classic looks like it's the winner against Bitcoin today. Now, I like popping over to Ethereum and checking out against Ethereum. I think it's really important for things that are pegged to Ethereum, which would be ERC20 tokens. EOS doing really pretty much flat today, and that's good considering everything else going on. Ethereum Classic up 23%. So if you put in, 1 ETH today, or yesterday this time, you would have 1.23. That's insane returns for a 24-hour period. VeChain making some noise as of late. I'm going to cover VeChain a little bit more in the future. OmziGo, no surprise. Some of the real core staple chains are moving on up in regards to ETH price. And really, again, I'm just looking for those ERC20 tokens down here. Veritasium moving sideways. Komodo is exciting. Still moving sideways here and things like that. Okay, so don't want to bore you too much with the markets, but I know you guys love that. I know you guys love that. Okay, so for some of you, you like it. Not everyone likes it. Appreciate you hanging out through the market cap. All right, I got news on SmartCash. I know that I've covered SmartCash before. Those of you at the time that invested when I was covering it and doing pretty well for yourself. I think that if I remember when I first got into it, we were still in single digits. And it's been quite a ride. It's been a lot of fun getting a node set up and things like that, supporting the network, supporting what's going on around the world, and specifically with this one in Venezuela. And this is without a doubt, in my humble opinion, the most humble, because I am no professional, the most undervalued cryptocurrency. And specifically, listen, I said currency, okay? Specifically, something built to be used as a currency. This is only my professional opinion, and my personal opinion, and my humble opinion. And opinion. Do not go and invest it based on that, okay? And I want to just talk about it a little bit. Basically, when it was first discovered, at least to me, they didn't have much going for it, and this was really recent. This is only a few months ago. They didn't really have many YouTube videos, not much marketing, not a lot going for it, or a really, really weak Reddit, Telegram, things of that nature. Well, I can tell you what, guys. Never have I entered a community and felt more almost loved, appreciated for being there. You know, I had a gentleman, I believe his name was Crush or Kush or something of that nature, literally spend like an hour and a half like helping me figure out my node situation in a Telegram. And that's crazy awesome that someone would even be willing to help a complete stranger, and to that effect and that deep. And I just get good feels and love from all these guys. I've watched a lot of interviews of all the people working on it. They're genuine about what they're doing, what they're trying to solve. And at the same time, though, I think they truly believe they're creating a really good system. Now, the economics of this coin is super smart. Pun intended, I think. Super smart economics. The way that you get rewarded with staking encourages you not to sell because it's so painful. You don't want to sell. If you have a node, even if you have a node and you're being rewarded, you don't want to touch it. You don't want to ruin the rewards that are going to come from holding. So the hodling effect on this coin really strong, and helping it stay really stable, while at the same time encouraging a lot of support. It has over 8,000 nodes now. 8,000 nodes, guys. You've never even probably heard of this, and I don't know if you know how many nodes is a lot of nodes. Let me tell you, that is a lot of nodes for something that just launched nodes not even a month ago. So brand new node support and unprecedented support for it. So the community is growing. A lot of people got on board with SmartCash. Now, one thing I wanted to kind of go over with you guys in regards to SmartCash is here's some news. The news is that they have a new smart card. And they haven't talked about it anywhere on their website. I kind of looked around for it, but there was an interview of one of the, I believe it was a developer at a show or a conference, and he was showing a new smart card. So think of a debit card, but it has kind of like a QR code on it essentially, and you can use it to pay. So now you can have a card that's linked up to your account, and when you need to pay for something, you can just kind of have the merchant scan it. And there is an app. There's an app for the merchants, so the merchants can just scan it, right? So any merchant can now start accepting. You can start accepting it. I can start accepting it. It's going to work on Android right out the gate. Looks like 2 to 3 months is the timeline. And they're talking about just mailing it to anyone that wants one, essentially. So we'll have to see what that looks like for international and things like that. but some amazing opportunities on the grassroots level in places like Venezuela, where this already has traction, to increase adoption, and also give the merchants different options for accepting SmartCash. And it was completely unexpected. Never did I read that in a roadmap. And that's really exciting. I think that once people actually see it, touch it, feel it, use it, that belief system will increase, and the adoption rate will increase. And I think that you'll see the price increase as well. So that's just a personal opinion on that. Really excited about SmartCash and what they're doing. It just seems like left and right they keep surprising me. Now that's not to say that everything is smooth. They've had a lot of challenges with getting the nodes set up right, etc. But they're making progress, rapid progress. They're doing things that I didn't expect them to do for maybe half a year, you know. But they have, you know, a working prototype for some of these things already out the gate. So the guys working on this team, very serious, very exciting. All right, I wanted to go over Litecoin Cash. Let me refresh this for you. If you're not familiar, Litecoin had a nice little fork. A lot of people calling it a scam. It doesn't matter what your opinion is of it, but if you had your Litecoin in a Litecoin wallet, not on an exchange, guys, but if you had it in a Litecoin wallet, you've probably been issued your money. And now you needed to have your money in that wallet on block 1371111. Okay? And it's right here. So you can see. But basically it happened yesterday. So if you had it in there yesterday, you can trade it on one exchange right now, on YoBit. YoBit is trading live right now. We can kind of jump on over here. Let's see if we can get there. Doesn't look like I can get there from here. Oh, no, there it is. I thought it would take me there. So the price right now, looking pretty good. $7.87. It spiked to $9. I read some crazy reports that it hit 15 and stuff at one point, and I don't know about all that. I think there's just a lot of numbers flying around. There's a lot of people, a lot of buzz about it. You know, I got people texting me, how do I get it? Where did it go? Guys, you already have it, but here's the trick. If you have Litecoin, just understand that if you give those guys your seed, which you have to do, you have to give them your Litecoin seed to unlock it and use it. Just know that your old address, just assume that it's dead. Do not ever touch it or use it. Erase any memory of it. And I'm talking about your Litecoin, your original Litecoin. Make sure you never, ever look at it again. I just don't trust. I just don't trust them. I fear for the people who may get wiped clean. If they were to get wiped out clean, you know, we're talking about tons of people getting really upset, a lot of chaos. And I know that the Litecoin community could care less. They'll just say, I told you so, and move on. They will not fork or change anything because a bunch of people got scammed, especially when Charlie Lee is telling everyone it's a scam. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a scam because honestly, who am I to know if this is a scam? All I know is that there's a fork and you got 1 for 1. And so if you had 100 Litecoin, you now have 100 Litecoin Cash, which means you got $780 for free if you sell it right away. So hopefully you guys cashed in on that and making some money. You know what I'm saying? So free money is always fun. Hopefully you can pay some bills with that. And that's pretty cool. All right. So that's what I have for you guys today. That was quite a bit, right? Hope you guys enjoyed that. Got some good news out there. A little bit of you know, current updates and opinions, some brand new things. But the big announcement you've been waiting for, the thing that you guys have been waiting for your entire lives, let me be honest. I mean, it was probably in the first couple weeks of my first few videos, people started demanding, you know, King of Do, we must band together. We must create a community. We must create a Telegram. And I'm here to tell you today, we have the Telegram set up. It is live. Down in the description, you'll have a link to the Telegram. It is due news. join the Telegram, because right now, for example, we've got a group chat going of some great, amazing people asking wonderful, great questions, bringing together their knowledge, their understanding of the space, sharing ideas, asking good questions, and challenging each other when it comes to investing in this space. If you want to join that community on a more ongoing basis, join our Telegram. If you haven't joined Telegram or you don't know what it is an app you can download on any device. You can even run it in your browser. So even right now, while you're watching, listening, open a browser, go to Telegram, set up an account. I promise you, Telegram at first is going to feel like something you've seen and you've touched many times before. However, I have found it to be invaluable, I can't live without it, I guess. It's kind of taken over me a little bit over the last few weeks. I have a good friend that was using it for quite a while, telling me that's all he uses now. He doesn't even spend any time on Reddit or any other source. He goes there because the information on all these different coins is so much more valuable and so much more real, and he gets better information there. And it's almost like real-time information as well. So the moment some news breaks on a different coin and things like that, you can actually join those rooms, right? So there's actually a SmartCash Telegram. There, of course, is your favorite coin Telegram. Every single one has one. So if you like Populous, for example, or maybe you're just in love with Ethereum, maybe you're new to mining and you want to join a mining Telegram, there is going to be a Telegram for you. Think of it like Reddit, where Reddit has categorized and put together like-minded people with like-minded information, and together as a community we upvote the best information. Well, this is similar, but it's more like a real-time live chat. Of course, there's admins and things like that to kind of keep it healthy. That being said, I am looking for admins. If you have been a long-time viewer of this channel and you want to be an admin, make sure you leave a comment in the video below and say, King-a-Doo, I'm super interested in being an admin. You know, here's my Telegram username. Make sure I'm an admin. And if I know who you are, you know that I know who you are, etc. If you want to help govern the conversation on Telegram, that'd be great. We definitely want to keep it rated PG. Just for the, you know, we also want no FUD. We don't want no FOMO. We're not about that. We're about real questions, real challenges to each other, and real opportunities. So, whew, man, feeling good. So there you go, guys. Got the Telegram set up for you. And I know that so many people have been asking that. I'll probably keep announcing it over and over the next few videos to make sure everyone knows, since not everyone watches every last video I do. But I hope you guys will come join. It'll start off small. I'm telling you, you guys are the very first people to know if you're in live chat. You're the first of very, very many people that will know. I broke 1 million views this last month, so and which is kind of ridiculous. This year we will do millions and millions of views. So there's millions and millions of people potentially that may join our community. You can call us Do Nation. You can call us the Do Crew. You can name us whatever you want to name us, guys. But this community is awesome. It's super mature, and I really enjoy answering you guys' questions. So appreciate you guys. Can I talk about Litecoin? What do you want me to talk about? I talked a little bit about Litecoin just a little bit ago, talking about that I believe Litecoin is going to have a great year. Litecoin in particular, again, it's going to have smart contracts soon. It already has SegWit, everything that's built for Bitcoin. It can adopt seamlessly. It just has so much going for it. And the new ICOs are going to bring in a lot of money. It's going to push that price up. Litecoin is going to continue to get adopted and continue to gain a lot of support. I have a personal prediction on Litecoin. I think that it, without a doubt, could be $2,600 this year. A lot of reasons why I believe that. But that, again, is not investing advice. That's just, I think that that's a solid target for this year. I know that some people actually have targets that are in the tens of thousands, but this space would need to go hyperbolic between now and then, and I just don't know if we can go hyperbolic. I believe we'll definitely hit the 1 trillion mark, which will shoot us up to the 2 trillion mark. but I don't know if we can really go hyperbolic this year. Again, I think that it may feel hyperbolic, just like last year felt hyperbolic, right? And maybe even the last few months have, to some of you that are new. We have such a long ways to go. There is legitimately almost no money in this space right now. Like, think about that. Let that one sink in. So when all the money starts coming in and starts getting pumped into the space, you better hold on tight. It's going to be a good time. All right. So there, I talked some Litecoin just for you. Just for you. All right. What else we got? Just trying to see. How's it going? It's going good. Appreciate you guys coming by. I think I'm going to wrap it up, though, because, you know, I want to eat my dinner. I haven't eaten. It's getting late. I also have to post the video, market the video, do all the other things that I have to do in my personal life so my wife doesn't kill me. It's really good to stay alive. It helps the channel keep going when I stay alive, and I appreciate it. Trying to think if there's anything else. Again, join the Telegram. We can keep the conversation going on the Telegram. Make sure you like the video. Big thumbs up. It helps a ton. Helps bring awareness to the channel and get more people that are like you and me here, so we have better conversations. And that's really the reason I created the channel. I created the channel, connect with you guys, have these good conversations and chat, and really looking forward to the Telegram, because I really believe in the Telegram. I think we're really going to get to know each other a lot better, more on a personal level. You know, I'm going to kind of get to review what it is you've been learning in this space, what I'm learning. You guys can easily share things that you've found that you want me to look at, that you want the community of us to look at together. That's a great place to do that, so you can kind of gather feedback from each other, and we definitely want to keep pushing that. So Jason Monier, SmartCash, what wallet is it on? So they have their own wallet. Okay, so you just go to their website, since I got it up, and over here on the right they got a wallet. That is the other big news. I completely left it out about SmartCash. Their new web wallet is out. They literally pushed out their web wallet already. So if you don't want to download the entire blockchain, use the web wallet. Of course, they already have their paper wallet. They've already had that for a while. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And then, of course, a brain wallet, which is kind of cool. And I know that some of you are like, what? It's like, you know, you got to memorize it. But keep in mind, guys, there's a lot of people in this world where they can't take any devices with them when they cross a border, or, you know, things like that. If they can memorize it, cross the border, they can then access it and take their wealth with them. And that's a big deal to some people. You know, if you're on YouTube right now, that means you own an electronic device. You are probably quite wealthy in terms of the entire world. We often forget that these applications can help a lot of people in different areas of the world that aren't as privileged, don't own a computer, or they have to go to a cafe to use a computer, things like that, right? So some people, they actually scrape up their small amount of wealth, will trade it for some SmartCash, use a brain wallet so that they can take it with them, and get out. You know, try to go somewhere where there's more opportunity, and it's ideal as well when you live in an area that's extremely unsafe. You know, you guys have all heard the stories where it's just like going from village to village. You might get mugged. Some people get killed. You don't want to have anything on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to have money on you that would tempt someone to mug you, essentially. So, again, if you're watching this, take a moment. Be thankful for what you have in life. Be thankful for the things you have, because you're pretty privileged. And the fact that I'm able to stream this is an incredible thing, incredible piece of technology that right now I can have a conversation with you. You guys can call me back, etc., etc. So looks like we may be having some technical errors and things like that with the Telegram. I'll get all those things worked out. Make sure we get the links all worked out for you guys here. It will take a little bit for this video to process, so you might not get the links right away. But we will get it all set up for you guys and make sure that we're all in there. But it is live. I did get it set up. You should be able to search for it. You may have to ask permission to get in, etc. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Again, download it on your Android, Apple, or right in your browser. Hop on Telegram. It's a fantastic piece of technology. Highly recommend it for your business. If you have Gtalk or Google Hangouts or whatever it is you're using, AOL Messenger, I don't know, taking it back. Highly recommend Telegram. It does a great job of organizing conversations that are cross-departmental, so that people can enter in, ask a question to a department, also search for conversations that's already happened before, right? So what's cool about Telegram is if you want to know what the King of Do has been talking about in the Telegram, you can actually search for me, only see what I said, the things I'm replying to, conversations I'm having. You can also search topics. So a gentleman earlier just asked about Litecoin. If you hopped on there, you could actually be like, hey, I want to type in Litecoin. What has the King of Do community, the Do News community, been talking about in regards to Litecoin? And you can actually see everyone talking about it. So really awesome tool. Highly recommend it. Thatcher wants to know what the hype on Ethereum is. The hype has not stopped. It's never stopped. Won't stop. Ethereum's going to the moon. Actually, the technical charts have that pitted out at like 13 to 14, and that's actually coming from another chartist, not myself, one that I trust. So, not that any chartist is always right. You got to be real, guys. You got to be real, right? I'm just telling you, passing along information. So the Telegram channel is Do News. I am the king of Do. But it is Do News, and we'll get you guys all set up in there. All right, guys, so appreciate you coming by. I hope you guys really enjoy this. I hope you guys found this valuable. I know that I found it valuable. Really enjoyed my time here, and looking forward to getting back to this a little bit more. You know, you guys know how busy I've been. Those of you that have been around the channel knowing that spending a lot of time in the evenings and on the weekends dealing with a lot of mining rigs, doing new mining setups. We've also been making some mining videos. You can look up Do Mining and subscribe. That would be huge if you did that, just to kind of get it going. I only have one video up. Again, I had some technical difficulties, so I only got one video up. But it was pretty decent. Not the best video. But if you're new to mining, I think that just in that one video alone, you'll learn a little bit. And maybe you'll pique your interest, and maybe you'll actually decide to maybe start supporting your favorite currencies through crypto mining. You can actually support SmartCash as an example through crypto mining, be rewarded for it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's crazy profitable to do SmartCash, but there are definitely some profitable projects worth supporting that have a lot of potential. Now, that being said, if SmartCash goes to the moon, you know, you might look like a genius for mining it now when it goes 100x, right? So not saying that that's going to happen. As always, you guys know that. So just kind of playing with you guys. All right. So I love all you guys. Appreciate you coming out. You got a nice BitConnect cheer in the chat. All about that BitConnect dough. I got to say, guys, the next time we have a bull run, which looks like it may be now, it could be. We might be there. The indicators are all there. We're breaking all their resistance, right? We got rid of so much scams and just sick things in our community. We always knew were there, right? BitConnect being one of the biggest ones. I'm trying to think of the other one that also got killed off. There was another scam coin that finally bit the dust. I mean, we have finally gotten rid of those. And think about that. BitConnect, did you know BitConnect was a top 20? Did you know that? Okay, so you come back over here to cryptocurrency market cap and realize that a top 20 wasn't even real as a part of our market cap. And here we are back at, you know, $500 billion. That's just crazy to even say a T like that, trillion. So pretty excited about that. 511 as we wrap this up. Bitcoin blasting through that 11.5 mark, continues to move up. Litecoin just killing it as expected. No big surprise there. It looks like it just had a crazy pop, even in the last few minutes here, up to 245. I hope you guys have been hodling your Litecoin. It's doing quite well for itself. The BTC value, it's been hodling. I'm sorry, not hodling. It's been holding. Sorry, I can't even say hold anymore, guys. In my personal life, because I hodl so hard. My hands are strong. These are strong hands, guys. I hope you guys got some strong hands. Spacer Monkey wants to know who bought the dip. Let him know if you bought the dip. I bought as much of the dip as I could dip. I'll tell you that. I love buying dips, guys. It's like free money. I don't even. Nothing makes me happier than buying the dip. I'm like, I just paid like 50% less than someone paid a week ago. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. It means that you're much more likely to be smarter than, at least have a smarter investment or have it work out than the person who paid 50% more. So definitely enjoy those dips. Oh man, the emojis. We got the poop emojis out. I'm enjoying that. Haven't seen that before. All right, guys. In an effort to keep this under an hour, I'm going to go. Love you guys. As always, I am the King of Do. May the Force be with you.